Hi folks, 98% of you who watch my content are not subscribed. I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Hopefully you feel that I bring some value to your lives or to your ears while you're working or whatever you're doing. So please, if you wouldn't mind, just hitting the subscribe button would be extremely helpful to me to grow the channel as well. If you feel like throwing a like, that's also valuable, or putting down a comment and boosts engagement. Much appreciated. So recently in the last month, a lot of Andrew Tate supporters have been posting videos and TikToks and shorts and all that type of different stuff, saying that the leaked voice notes, I think are from 2013, if I'm getting the time right, that they're fake, that they're generated by AI. I don't even know if these are in the court case. I heard that they're not. I also heard that they are. I don't know. I have no idea. I guess we'll find out in the future. However, I wanted to touch on this concept that all these audio recordings are fake. So I would expect that in the process that they go through in court, both the defense and the state get to review the evidence, right? That's how it works generally everywhere. I don't know why Romania would be different, but hey, just throwing it out there as you never know. But they will get to review the evidence, okay? So do you not think that Andrew Tate's team is going to check the audios for authenticity to make sure that they're vetted and actually accurate? Do you not think that the Crown, the state, would also do the same? Yeah, they're going to do that. So maybe you might say, well, they might check it and I won't believe the result because the result isn't what I want to hear, which is, oh, they're not fake, or, oh, they're fake, and I wanted the opposite result. That's a different thing. But from where I stand, they're going to check them. It's not like they're just going to play audio and be like, well, we can see here that the timestamp is wrong, or there's clearly some distortion in the background, and yeah, nobody has an issue with it. Then Andrew Tate's defense team sucks ass if that's the case. Okay, so I want to go through just a couple of videos that I found of people like saying, hey, the audio is AI, and here's me fabricating it, or I'm listening to it and I'm a sound engineer and I can tell. And let's just see what you guys think and try to remove your biases if you have any from this, okay? And I'll talk about it after as well.
Let me show you guys how easy it is to fake somebody's voice.
Let me show you how easy it is to fool you. An 8-year-old could do it on his phone, making him the smartest top G on the planet. Are you ready? I wonder how people will react to this, just how easy they can convince you of nonsense. If you don't stand up, next time it could be you. Andrew and Tristan would never delete themselves. I'm one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes you forget how lucky you are. This is a deep fake. Share and like this video to piss off the Matrix and wake people up. Also, some wouldn't hurt. I need money for a Bugatti. Stay woke. I don't know if they're guilty or not, but being an arsehole is not a crime. What is a crime? It's planting fake evidence to imprison someone you don't agree with. Now that you know how easily this can be fabricated, are you going to look at this emotionally or logically? I love Brittany Renner.
You guys see how easy it is to fake somebody's voice? Vice Media.
Okay, I watched that and I'm like, that was not convincing at all. I didn't believe any of it. Even if I had heard it, like if he hadn't said it was a bot, I'd be like, it sounds messed up already. You could hear that it was like being, I don't know what the correct terms are. I'm not an audio engineer. But you could hear that it wasn't some natural voice speaking, like it was being manipulated. It would like get robotic often, and it just didn't sound right. It didn't sound like how the person speaks at all. So it was just like, to me, it was obviously not it, and there was also a lot of graininess to it, which is not at all what you hear in the other recordings. I didn't find that convincing at all. And then he sits there, you know, and the creator of the video, and he's like, yeah, you know, Vice Media, and he coughs, right? Yeah, like the Vice Media did it. And I just think to myself, okay, I don't know. Maybe like they're way better at it. That would be the argument. I just don't find that argument convincing because, as I said earlier, in the court system, the defense will test the audio, right? So I just feel like even if it is the case, and they put that in, and the defense comes back and says, clearly this is, altered audio, it's going to make the state look worse. Plus, that they submitted that as evidence, like fake evidence. So I think that's a big red flag. Like, that would be kind of stupid. It would be, unless you could say, oh, well, they have no evidence at all, so they just want to get him in there. But then it's like, then you're, the whole thing, the whole argument just goes down this weird path of conspiracy theories where I have to jump to conclusions, essentially. Well, that means that it was all a sham. And then why would they get him there? Because they want to put him in jail because they don't like him for some other reason, right? So they have to do it. So they have to fake the audio because they can't get him with anything else. And it's just like, and everybody's in on it, and they're just there to like shut him down, and it's the Matrix or whatever. It just ends up jumping down so many holes, or going so deep into a hole. You don't need to do that much work. Just trust in Andrew Tate's defense team. I'm not even asking you to trust in the Romanian state. I'm saying trust in Andrew Tate's defense team. And if they come out and they're like, yo, this shit is whack, this is doctored, this is whatever, and if they're saying that kind of stuff, and be like, well, I think that's the case. And let's see another clip. This is from Fresh and Fit. And they had sort of a similar argument, but they also added in some extra stuff, which I thought was more convincing. At least Myron did.
30 minutes playing that clip back and forth, right? Because we all know Andrew's voice pretty well.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
I was like, okay, hold on a second here. Let me put an AI voice next to what it sounds like a real voice and see what happens. It's distorted.
Yes.
And Mo, you're a sound engineer, right? Tell me from your experience, does that sound like Andrew's voice from what you're hearing or no?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
That actually does sound like somebody else. So
I will say that the voice recording is from a couple of years ago, so your voice is lighter earlier.
Not only
I think right there that guy made a more interesting point, that it is from, I think it was like 2013, right? So it's like 9 years or 8 years. Like, it's going to be different. And it's like quality of mic and that kind of stuff. So
only that, they over exaggerated his accents, like masculinity, right?
Yeah.
It's like they over exaggerated it. And some of the stuff he said is like, okay, what would Andrew Tate say? Let me just think of what it, to me, I think it's AI. I think they're fake.
Now I have a clip from Andrew talking, right? So I wanted to play that clip. It's in the chat, if you don't mind, Chris, and then play the audio again. Because to me personally, bro, it sounds like someone put AI and they thought what he was gonna say, and they just said it. And dude, even his accent, his fluctuations is weird, bro.
It's like Photoshop, only on the sound
it's
side.
Delayed, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, I don't know if it's true or not, but dude, this is really.
It's a Fresh and Fit. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Fresh and Fit each day. I don't know what it does, but you need to be there. Sheesh. Behind the scenes, guys.
Crystal clear, right? Now play the audio. I don't know, bro. To me, if he's like it's AI, I could be wrong, but I'm just saying from like my experience and what I've been hearing, and even more, sound engineers telling you, bro.
The more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I fucking loved how much you hated it.
Who the fuck is that?
Turn me on. Why am I like that? Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes
it's just background noise when they're saying, what the hell is that? There's background noise, but it sounds pretty normal to me, but it sounds like she's just doing it off of a phone. So like, and he's probably not up to the mic. So it just sounds like when I record a message on Skype or whatever to send to my friend, like, it sounds like that.
sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get fucked by me. Would you rather me pin you down and make you do things you didn't like, or would you rather fuck? You didn't like.
I don't know who that is, bro.
Well, it's 2023, man. Technology makes that possible.
Let me say this. Let's assume it's his voice.
Okay.
Let's assume those text messages are real.
Yeah. Now this, what Myron's going to say here, is a much better argument.
Let's assume everything that they're saying is real.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, why is he sending voice memos like that are incriminating in nature if the girl's actually a victim?
Right.
Boom.
There you
Tell
go.
me that.
Okay, there you go.
Let's use let's use fucking common sense, which these liberal idiots don't fucking use. If he actually raped this girl and did terrible things to her, why is he sending multiple voice memos about his criminal activity with her in particular? Why?
He wouldn't. That's the gag.
And we all know Andrew's not stupid.
No, he's
Right.
not stupid.
Right.
He's calculated. He's intentional about his moves. That would be super dumb.
So again, using deductive problem solving and seeing the type of girls that he's dealt with before and what they like.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a world championship fighter.
Yep.
We know girls like to get dominated in the
That's
bedroom,
right.
right?
Mhm.
He matches that bad boy archetype, etc. Right?
Yeah.
So what do girls like? They like to get choked and have sex and all this other stuff. And you know it's also interesting, Chris, there's an article from Vice. the same people that are alleging this crap about him. Click that last link on the thing, Chris. Yep. I want to show you an article that Vice themselves wrote, all right? Which is very interesting to me. That they want to go ahead and write this article and then come back and say that Andrew is a rapist. Is it weird to fantasize about having sex against my will? And this is wrote by one of their own people.
Wow. W in the chat.
Fuck, man. There you go. Right?
Wow.
So talk about the contradiction. So look, this is a girl coming forward right in this article. It's what I told y'all before. A lot of girls, guys, it's an uncomfortable reality, but they fantasize about getting choked out, raped, etc. by a man. I also want to tell y'all this because you guys.
Yep. I mean, this is a thing. We all know it's a thing. I wouldn't be surprised if that graping charge is kind of related to that, and it was somebody like regretting it later, and then be like, no, I didn't want that to happen, maybe because something happened between them and Andrew Tate, and now they're pissed at him or whatever. There could be other reasons. That wouldn't surprise me, is all I'm saying. But that's not the only thing that he's kind of like charged with, right? That's only like one of 4 things. I will say that my personal opinion on the lover boy thing, where he was like human trafficking, I don't really know what the I'm not a lawyer. I don't understand what is considered human trafficking or not. But I think the lover boy thing and how he was getting in these girls based on what they've talked about, like that is pretty freaking shady. If it's not illegal, it's shady. It's real shady, at least if any of that stuff is true, which, I mean, we'll see. So that's shady as F. And then if he did the tax thing where he was like taking the extra money and not paying their taxes, that's effed. That's a douchebag move, and he probably should go to prison for that. But it probably doesn't need to be like an insanely long time, maybe just like a couple of years or something. And then the not paying the government and money laundering or whatever, not paying his taxes, well, that's the government thing. I mean, that to me is like least concerning, not paying your taxes, but I know it's a government thing, so whatever.
You guys know I cover serial killers. Ted Bundy, the Night Stalker, Jeffrey Dahmer, all violent serial killer rapists. When they went to trial, you know how many girls were there watching them at the trial?
Lining up.
All of them.
Hey, guys!
Okay, so interested to hear your thoughts. I kind of gave my thoughts as we went through. I thought Myron's argument was better about why would he do that, be sending those audio messages and like saying all that stuff if he actually thought he did it. So I would be more inclined to say that he obviously didn't think that was happening, and he thought they were just doing like sex play, and that's what they like to do. So, I mean, that's my opinion, but there's still the other 3 charges, as far as I'm concerned, well, there's the other 3 charges, but 2 of them I would consider more heinous, as I mentioned before. The sexual, not sexual assault, sorry, the human trafficking, and then the stealing their money, like not paying the girls' taxes and like taking the money that they were earning. I think those are probably the more bigger issues from my side, because the graping thing, although I agree grape is heinous and is a big issue, I just, based on what I've saw there, at least that case, it seems very like he said, she said type of thing. Like, it seems not like a good foot to stand on. Alright, so please like and subscribe, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm looking forward to reading your comments and your thoughts. Alright, check you guys later. We'll see you next time.